Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on two. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them. And then on Saturday, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers coming into town.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talent advantage over. It would take
Alô, amigos telespectadores, vamos aqui para mais uma rodada da NBA com o Cleveland de LeBron, Irving e Kevin Love.
And they say the regular season is a marathon, Greg, but man, the back-to-backs add up, and the challenge is great.
Yeah, there's a little extra fatigue for certain, but you know what they say, no guts, no glory.
Here's Schroeder. Cavaliers with the rebound. LeBron outside. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Now Schroeder. Pass to Millsap. 6 to shoot. Over Love. Bank shot. No good. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. Irving can't hit. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Irving against Schroeder. There's the three. Thompson with the rebound. And here's Cleveland. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
So crafty and clever at finishing inside. Schroeder doesn't lack confidence trying to get it up and down from this area.
It's a pick by Love. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Schroeder. Last game out, he had 14. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Jefferson's checked in for Smith. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for the Hawks. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
That free throw good for Millsap.
Teams really benefit from reliable guys like Paul Millsap. He's a determined player and a hard worker who will grind it out and do whatever he can to make an impact.
And man, LeBron's taking things into his own hands with that alley-oop. Really impressive.
The Hawks trail by 4. And it's Korver in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target.
Up-tempo play catches the defense unprepared, not ready. He takes the shot immediately.
Love outside. From deep three-point land. Rebound Atlanta. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
Yeah, plenty of familiarity in this matchup. Last season, they were knocked out of the playoffs by this club.
Exactly. Dispatched in the conference semis, and so they'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge in this game. They should be highly motivated.
And it's Irving missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Schroeder, and the shot is good. Schroeder's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside pressure.
Irving, good.
Boy, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defender.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guy. For the Cavaliers, Zubac is checked in for Thompson. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for LeBron. Atlanta also making some changes here. Splitter's checked in for Howard. Mike Muscala comes in for Paul Millsap. And Thabo Cephalosha subbed in for Hardaway. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Atlanta. They trail by 1.
And Splitter has such long arms. I mean, when he's close to the basket, he's looking to finish that with authority.
And the 3 ball is good.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Pass to Splitter. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Splitter's got his second basket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint there.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Boy, it sure is a lot of fun watching Love bury these outside shots. I mean, when he's hitting from deep, it opens up things for everybody.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And it's Schroeder missing. Cleveland leading by 3. In the corner, Irving with it. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
And that was a very close look.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Cleveland. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action in just a minute. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Now Prince, following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. Here's Splitter, and it's slammed in by Splitter.
Decided there was no need for a soft finish on that take.
Cavaliers leading. James driving. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
You know, once he takes that first step, LeBron is virtually unstoppable. Raw athleticism gives him the upper hand.
Hawks passing it around. Cephalosha passes to Muscala. And here's Prince outside. Hands it from downtown. Prince has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Down low. Back to LeBron. From past the arc. James cooking from deep.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Cavaliers making a switch here. Jefferson's checked in, and a change for the Hawks. Harden's checked in. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the inside, here's Splitter, and it's slammed in by Splitter.
Amazing how many different guys can throw it down in this league.
Irving against Harden. Got that bucket in no time at all. Irving's got 12 in the game.
Tonight has been all about Irving. When he's clicking, his offensive game is devastating.
Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Harden. Harden against Irving. Rebound by Muscala. Hawks have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. And there's the call on Jefferson. That's his first foul. LeBron, he's checked in for Cleveland. Bryant is checked in for Atlanta. Pass to Muscala. And here is Bryant. Korver kicks to Bryant. It's Prince on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bryant. And here's Korver from the arc. And that's collected by Love. Irving passes to LeBron. Prince grabs the miss. And so it's Prince with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 1. Pass to Korver. Over to the left wing. Now here's Prince. Launches it. No good on that one. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. LeBron steps it home.
Yet another stellar night for LeBron offensively so far. In some ways, he's just unstoppable.
It's deflected. It's stolen by Korver. It's Prince on the wing. Pass to Korver. A floater.
And they were ranked 3rd in steals. Just a nightmare matchup for an opponent's offense. They contest everything.
And Greg, you talked about their killer defense, holding opponents to the lowest shooting percentage in the league. They just shut teams down.
Well, Kyle Korver is the definition of a sharpshooter. Whether he's standing still or running off a screen, you have to stay attached to him or he'll make you pay.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Splitter. Millsap comes in for Mike Muscala. Hardaway's checked in for Bryant. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Taurean Prince. Schroeder, here's... Oh, my, what a play.
You have to respect Schroeder's speed and try to cut him off. But when you do that, it leaves room to pitch it to the roller.
41 seconds left to play here in the half. To the paint. It's stolen by Korver. Here's Schroeder. Cavaliers with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8. Shooting 50% so far.
Schroeder's ability to accelerate in the open floor, one of his primary advantages as a player.
Irving finds James. 4 seconds left. And the dunk by James.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Hawks lead by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena.
Hey folks, welcome. The Atlanta Hawks find themselves here in a close one at the half. Fellas, you gotta love watching teams go at it like this.
Love seeing it, Ernie. It's fun to see these teams, the fans, and us in the studio.
Yeah, it makes me want to get there and play again. You guys good if I go suit up for the second half?
I would love. And focusing back in on the Hawks, they're in a tight one.
Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the reserves have been tonight, guys.
Lots of interchangeable parts. They can throw different lineups at you. Keeps you guessing. And that concludes halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And this last summer, the salary cap went up $24 million. Greg, by far a league record. That's led to a lot of spending by these teams.
Yeah, that's right. And the cap spike allowed the Warriors to sign KD. Lots of other free agents got paid as well. Some mid-tier guys got some of those A-list contracts. We'll see how those deals look in the next year or two.
And that one's good. Love.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Pass to Cephalosha. Back to Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. Here's Schroeder. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Pass to Cephalosha. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The 4th spot held by the Hawks.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Hardaway for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. 2 minutes gone in this 3rd quarter now. Pass to Howard. Here's Millsap. He's guarded by Love. Will it go?
Ugly start. Second half, they've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
Irving can't hit.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Outside Hardaway. Howard with a screen on Smith. Pocket 6. And stolen by James. And LeBron throws it down hard.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Three minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. Jefferson's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And then for Atlanta, Mike Muscala is checked in for Millsap. Brands comes in for Cephalosha. And it's Korver in for Tim Hardaway Jr. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by the Cavaliers.
Pass to Love. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Hawks. And there's the call on Jefferson. That's foul number 2 for him. Splitters checked in for Howard. 1:37 left in the 3rd quarter. And here's Schroeder. He's got 8. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Schroeder is so quick. He can get to the hoop at will. He's a really dynamic player, especially on the drive.
Here's Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, I love how he absorbed the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
He hits both from the strike.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
First trip to the line for him here. And the first one at the line is good.
Boy, the shifty, quick-footed Schroeder is a great weapon to have. Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, he's a very effective player.
Schroeder hits them both.
Knocking down your freebies can help you get in a rhythm and stay there.
LeBron outside. And James throws it down.
LeBron James, power and athleticism on full display with the jam.
The Hawks trail by 9. Here's Schroeder, and Jefferson sends it back. Love dishes to Smith. Pass to Irving. There's the drive. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Korver finds Prince. Korver, no luck. And here's Cleveland. They're on an 18-6 run. Nobody near Irving. Jefferson passing to James. James sets the screen for Love. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Cleveland. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And it's Harden with the ball for the Hawks. 11-point game. Here's Splitter. No good on the shot. Cleveland's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. Zubac's a screen on Korver. Smith for three. Drills it from outside. Smith's got the lead up to 14 now for the Cavs.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Plays it up and banks it in. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stack game has been going for the Cavaliers.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort. Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Prince, the pass to Splitter, and it's slammed in by Splitter.
You have to appreciate how Splitter goes to work in these pick and rolls. Really good at capitalizing on whatever the defense gives him.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. James comes in for Channing Frye. So for the Hawks, with a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He reminded his team, we're up. All the pressure is on them. Let's just keep playing our game. Makes sense because they've got a nice lead late in this game. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
And the dunk by James.
All night he's been recognizing the mismatch and taking advantage.
The Hawks trail by 16. Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. And it's Schroeder missing. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Now here's LeBron. With some arc. 5 to shoot. Nailed from three-point land. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Millsap kicks to Hardaway. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Cephalosha. Schroeder up top, covered by LeBron. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Cavaliers.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
James, a strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And the Cavaliers lead by 21.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Here's Love. No good. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And now we present the player of the game, LeBron James.